and welcome to Mitsubishi. My name's Ruby and today we're doing a walk around video on this stunning grey 2018 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport Exceed. Now of course the very first thing that does stand out to me is that iconic Mitsubishi logo right on the front there, and that it does have a glass covering to it which does allow for your adaptive cruise control as well. Now of course you do have your blacked out grilling as well, and you do have your front parking sensors colour matched into there and colour matched into the side here as well. Now you do have the windscreen washers in this model. They do just pop out when your headlights are getting a bit dirty as well, and of course you have those big headlights as well with the daytime running lamp running through the middle there. You do also have the fog lights in this model as well, again just to help you get a bit more visibility on those misty days. Now coming around to our first alloy wheel here, excellent life on that tyre, and that wheel itself is in amazing condition. Now you do have your your chromed door handles and side mirrors as well. And on your your side mirror you do have your indicator built in, and on your door handle you do have the proximity key, so you can just push the button to lock and unlock the vehicle. Now you do have the side step as well to help anyone a bit shorter to get into the vehicle. And just on the top there you do have the roof rail, so if you did want to put roof racks onto this car, you definitely do have the option to do so. On our back two windows here we do have the privacy glass. It is a dyed glass, so it does not offer much heat protection, but it does help with keeping everything that is in the back there nice and secure. If you did want to add a tint to this vehicle, we do tint the front two windows and then do a heat shield on the back ones. Of course that is an additional cost, but it is something that we can sort out for you. You also have the chrome garnishing going throughout the window as well, again just to tie in with the whole chrome look that the vehicle does have. Onto that second alloy wheel there, again excellent life on that tyre, and that wheel itself is in amazing condition. Coming around to the back of the vehicle here, we do have our very large tail lights there. Give everyone around you an idea of whether you're braking or anything like that, so that they can adjust accordingly. You do have your lip spoiler on the top here, and you do have your high mount stoplight just nestled in there with your back windscreen washer, and you do have the wiper as well. Now of course you do have your Mitsubishi badging and your Pajero Sport badging and your colour matched parking sensors on the back there. Now opening this up, there is just a button just under the handle here, and then you have your reversing camera nestled in there as well. Now this is a 7-seater in here, so to pull up the 7 seats, first you pull the back up and then you pull the seat base down, and then you do have your 7 seats. Sorry, it did not lock into place there, but you do have these 7 seats in this model. Now putting that back down, just like so. Now you do have a little storage area underneath here as well, and then you do have the little bit to twist to get your spare wheel down, which is located underneath the vehicle, and it is a full-size spare wheel as well. Now closing that one back up and coming around to the passenger side of the vehicle, just one thing to take note of, your fuel filler cap is on your passenger side there, being on the safe side, on the curb side, so if you are stuck on the freeway without fuel, you can just fill up and you're not in oncoming traffic. Now onto that third alloy wheel, again excellent life in the tyre, and that wheel again excellent condition. Now coming around again, this side of the car does present in excellent condition. No marks on there that I can see, just a touch dirty there. Onto our fourth alloy wheel, again excellent life on that tyre, and again the wheel is in excellent condition. So what we'll do now guys is we'll just pop open the bonnet and have a look at the engine underneath. So here's the engine of the 2018 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport Exceed, and this is a 4-cylinder 2.4 litre turbo diesel engine, and the car itself is an 8-speed automatic. Now in this vehicle you do have a 5-star NCAP safety rating with a total of 7 airbags throughout, and this engine does produce 133 kilowatts of power and 430 newton meters of torque. Now this vehicle is a diesel, and you do get a 68 litre diesel tank with this vehicle, using roughly 8 litres to the 100 kilometres and giving you an average fuel distance of 850 kilometres to the tank. Right guys, so here we are inside the 2018 Mitsubishi Pajero Exceed. Pajero Sport Exceed. And starting over on our driver's side door here, we have all 4 of our power window controls, with the driver's side being automatic, both for up and down. You also have your central locking, your window lock, and then looking through the steering wheel over here, you do have your all of your power mirror controls, with a little button that does flick your mirrors in, handy for getting into those tight parking spaces. Your start stop button for the engine, traction control on and off button, parking sensor on and off button, and your front collision mitigation distance setting as well. Now on the steering wheel itself, you do have a beautifully leather wrapped steering wheel with all of your cruise control settings on the right hand side, with your speed limiter, and with your adaptive cruise control you do have the little button to help set the gap for how far you want to be from the car in front of you. Now you do have a little button that looks like a couple of credit cards. It's just to scroll through the little screen inside your cluster here. You also have a little back button as well to go back one on your cluster. Now on the left hand side of our steering wheel, we do have all of our infotainment controls and this little button that looks like a battery. Now that one does change what you see in your center screen in the middle here, to show you your different camera angles as well, just to help you out when you are parking. And then you have all of your Bluetooth controls on the bottom there. Now over onto our right hand stalk on the side here, we do have all of our headlight controls on this one. Now you do have auto headlights in this model, so you can just flick it to auto and let the car do the rest for you. And you have your indicators on this stalk as well. Then on the left hand stalk, you do have all of your wiper controls. Again, you do have an auto function on this, and you can just set it to auto and let the car do the rest for you. Now into our center screen here, you do have your Bluetooth connectivity, USB, FM, AM and digital radio, Bluetooth audio, HDMI input, day and night mode, so you can dim the screen if you'd like, and you also have just a nice clock display if you wanted to just have that one on. And then with your GPS, it does work off of the maps on your phone, so you don't have to worry about updating your SD card for your maps every year or so. Now this vehicle does have the Apple CarPlay Android Auto as well. It will just come up on the apps function when you do have the device connected. Now you do have dual zone heating and cooling in this vehicle, with your fan speed and everything in the middle here. Hazards button right there ready to go, seatbelt alarms for your passengers as well. And then just down below you do have heated seats for the front 2 seats, your rear diff lock on and off, your blind spot monitoring on and off, and the rear fans for the heating and cooling, so that the back passengers can be nice and cool or warm. You also have a 12-volt socket as well. And I'll just pop the car into reverse, and so you can see the beautiful reversing camera that you do have there. And as you spin the wheel, you do have the yellow lines that do come up to show you where you are projected to land when you are reversing as well. Now popping it into drive, if you flick it over to the left, you can shift through the gears as if the car was a manual as well. Now just underneath that, you do have your downhill descent control, your terrain selector, your 4-wheel drive selector. Now with this one you can go between 2 high and 4 high while you are driving, permitted that you are under 100 kilometers an hour. And you also do have your electric park brake, which does work the same as your manual ones, up for on and down for off. 2 very large cup holders, and then inside your center console here you do have a little tray on the top there, and then a normal power point socket there, 2 USB ports and a HDMI port as well. So what I'll do now, guys, is just let the camera pan around and show you the beautiful condition that the interior of this vehicle is in. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this walk around video on this Mitsubishi Pajero Sport Exceed. Now this car does qualify for a premium mechanical protection plan that we do offer at an additional cost. Now what that plan does give you is 5 years up to that 200,000 kilometre mark of additional coverage, over 181 components within the car, and you do get 10 years of platinum roadside assistance with this as well. Now if you are looking to take that up, it does You can get it on your finance payments as well if you are looking to finance the vehicle. It is not that much additional per week, month or fortnight, depending on how you do want to structure your loan. Yeah, if you'd like to have a look at this car, take it for a test drive, hear more about that premium mechanical plan that we do offer, or have a chat with our finance team, please give us a call on 9907 0555. Thank you for watching.